So we're going to be talking about inhibitors and enablers for digital transformation in healthcare. And what I'll actually be talking about today is both our international experiences as well as some correlations with what's happening in other industries for digital transformation and how we've learned from that and implemented it in healthcare. And I'll actually be taking some examples of, successful digital transformation projects in healthcare from across the world. We actually work across 20 countries, right? So we've seen different healthcare environments. We've seen what people do in different areas, and it all boils down to the same problems, the same challenges, and we've been able to learn from different implementations, different regions, and we've implemented it in other countries. And I think in today's world, it's important to learn from what's happening in other parts of the globe, and instead of trying to reinvent the wheel every time. So you focus on what's specific for a region, and you try to make modifications. But there's a lot of learnings from other places in the world that are easy to just take and implement. I think the last couple of years you've seen more digital transformation than the last 20 years combined, right? And I'll be talking about some of those examples as well, because we saw several healthcare systems across the world suddenly jumping on and making decisions which otherwise were taking a long time, right? So I think it's definitely accelerated it. I mean, apart from the tragedy and how sad it is, the fact is that that has driven healthcare to change, and I think for the better. Lots of things can happen. There are a lot of possibilities, but I think the first benchmark is, for us to offer consumers a service that they're used to in other parts of their life, right? For example, when was the last time you went to a bank, right? So we'll be talking about some of those examples as well. It's important to bring people from different facets, different areas in healthcare together, because transformation or innovation never happens in silos, right? It's impossible. And let me rephrase that. Successful innovation doesn't happen in silos. You can innovate, you can make changes, but they don't last. So if you want something everlasting, it's something that goes beyond just one aspect of healthcare delivery. And like I said, right, at the end of the day, we are all, working towards the same goal. And it's important for everyone to learn from each other and collaborate. So these events really help that, because, I'm here, I'm going to be sharing examples of projects or, solutions that people implemented in other parts of the world, right? And it's important for that learning to happen. It's called cross-pollination, I think, right? I think that's really important. These events really help that.